The Destiny 2 beta is finally out, guys. You know what that means? It means that Heavy Ammo Inbound is actually going to have content on it. So this week, and this week only, probably not just this week only, but this week, since the beta is out for the week long, we are going to be trying to post, hopefully it works, at least 5 videos. I wanted to do 2 videos a day, one from each of us. Today might be a lot more than that if we can both get videos up at the same time. But Brendan gave me the task of giving my thoughts and opinions on the game from the Crucible side of things, while he does the PvE side of things. So whoever's goes up first, I don't know. I'll ask him and see what he wants to do. But let's get into it. So for starters, there doesn't really seem to be much meta for PvP as of yet. But I noticed that no super is more overpowered than the other, and that's pretty cool, dude. And no weapons are really better than the others, apart from the only thing being kind of OP, I guess, would be the pulse rifles, maybe. But who knows? People always use pulse rifles and hand cannons. But right now, they have given us 2 game modes, Countdown and Control. I believe it's called Countdown. But Countdown is basically search and destroy from Call of Duty, except for the fact that you're given 1 revive each player, and you're only given one super a game, which hardly happens because the rounds go by so fast. I'm not entirely sure if it's connection-based matchmaking or not. Doesn't really seem to be a skill gap, or not at the moment at least, because it's the first day. But one thing that has drastically changed to the game is heavy ammo. There is no such thing as heavy ammo anymore. It is now called power ammo. And only 2 players can have it at a time. 1 player from each team, 2 players from one team. Who cares? There's only 2 power ammo drops. But they happen kind of a lot during the game. It's almost like the special ammo from Destiny 1. But this adds a sense of balance like you wouldn't even believe. So, something else that's great about this new power ammo is the fact that things like snipers, fusion rifles, and shotguns are no longer able to be spammed because they are now in a new slot called power weapons, which takes up the slot for heavy weapons. This is amazing, and I think they should have done this in Destiny 1, but who cares, because this game is coming out in a month or so from now. And Destiny PvP now is all around better off than it was at the start of Destiny 1, and that's good enough for me. Unfortunately, they only gave us 2 maps to plan, but that's okay because it gives us time to get used to the maps and master them for the time being. One last final thought that is kind of a big deal. There is no more intellect, discipline, or strength, so your grenades and abilities come up relatively slow now. This solves so many issues. There is no more grenade spam or super spam, so no subclass is really more overpowered than the other. I kind of said that earlier, but so all of these updates to PvP made it kind of playable again. I say kind of because there is still connection issues, so that leads me to believe that it's not connection-based matchmaking, but it really doesn't seem like skill-based matchmaking. But then again, I'm not that great. So until something is released that ruins it for everyone, I'm kidding. Hopefully that won't happen, and if it does, hopefully there will be plenty of stuff to do in PvE. But I will leave that up to Brendan to talk about. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I'm going to be trying to live stream from the Heavy Ammo Inbound Twitch channel as much as possible this week, so make sure you guys check that out. It'll be linked in the description. Have a good one, guys.